Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream! And thank you very much Empirical Woodland for subscribing, on a 7-month streak currently. Look at that. I very much appreciate that. But I make a point of kind of keeping quiet during the countdown usually. So how's everybody doing? I hope we're okay this kinda okay Monday. Like, it's not too cold, it's not too warm, it's not too rainy, it's all sorts, is what it is. It wasn't just you, well, this is the only notification I see in the chat, so thank you in general, subscribers and watchers, and all of you. You're all great. So, hi. On Mondays, we do horror games. This is known. And it's time for a Silent Hill game. Because... Oh, it was Wales? Well, thank you very much. I don't know why that didn't show up in the chat, but thank you. It is very much appreciated. All of you are. So yeah, we're going to do a horror game. It's going to be a Silent Hill game. And I figured, since we've done a couple of the Japanese-developed Silent Hill games, I thought it would be nice to take a look at some of the Western-developed Silent Hill games. And initially, I was going to start with Homecoming, which is objectively the worst Silent Hill game. And then I thought to myself, do you know what? No, Empirical Woodland has told me a family tradition of his, where the way that you start the year is the way that you continue the year. So if I start with some busted jank, then that's what we're gonna have to put up with for the next 11 months. And I'm not down for that. So instead, we're going to appreciate Alana Ray coming at me with a knife. Always a pleasant thing to have that Alana Ray. I do love that man. And instead, we're going to go over here, and we're going to take a look at the Wii. Because we're going to play Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which is genuinely one of the better Western-developed Silent Hill games. I'm just going to hit that button so the bitrate can relax. Calm down. I'm not wearing the wrist strap once again, but I don't anticipate doing any, like, cool Zelda spins, so everything should be fine. Let's not even worry about it. Nunchuck is required. That's what's in my left hand. Can't really see that, but I got the two things. I got this weird controller in two pieces. Oh dang, this game plays you as much as you play it. Chat, this game is going to speedrun me. CPC Gamer stream, no hit, 80%, let's go! Alright, what are we doing? That's what we're doing! And we're gonna go with my pre-existing profile. And we're going to play the game. Also, I hope you like analog horror, because this is one of the first games I can think of that did that. So, hey, that's pretty cool. I hope you like that voice clip, because that's just gonna keep happening. 100% collection run. I will do my best. We'll see. Because, like, there are collectibles. They're just kind of difficult sometimes. Hey, what other game did Climax Studios make? Was it Origins? Yes, but shut up. So the game's kinda got a bit of a noise filter to it, which works in this instance. This one, kind of like Silent Hill 2, Take a Shot, it's meant to look like a VHS tape that you just sort of found somewhere. And in that respect, the noise filter works. They also made Bubsy 2. Get in! What could possibly go wrong? Did they do that in Bubsy 2, or was that just the first one? Pretty sure the second one was like Bubsy in space or something. I try not to think of the Bubsy series. I'm haunted.
Yes?
The new patient is here. They're early.
That's fine. We can start now.
I'm sorry, there was a Robot Wars game? I imagine there was several. I might have to look into that. I love that show. I like Nemesis on that show. How's that?
I'm glad you came. Just turning up shows your commitment to the process. Good. I've read your notes. The other therapist didn't work out for you. I want you to know this will be different. We take this at your pace. No notes, no drugs, no theories. We go back to the start. Understand what happened. Take a look at this short form.
Oh, I don't want to do paperwork.
It's the only one you'll see during your therapy. Try to answer truthfully. It's easier that way.
Okay. Check the boxes to indicate which of the following is true or false. I make friends easily. I mean, I'm currently streaming this on the internet, so I'm going to say that is true. Having a drink helps me to relax. This is false, because if I have a drink, I become me with the volume turned up, is how I describe it. Like, I'm a lot more friendly, and I'm a lot more eager to describe things to people, but I always feel kind of bad for having done that. So that's a false. Here we go. I always listen to other people's feelings. Yes, that one is just true. I prefer abstract ideas. No. Because, like, I tend to come up with a lot of abstract ideas. But at the same time, I much prefer when I can... Hey, here is a set of instructions to follow. Follow them. And then I do. Can I scroll down? I cannot. Question 5. I have enjoyed roleplay during sex. It was not enjoyed. So there we go. Working to a plan or schedule is best. Absolutely yes. Nothing else to say on that one. And I have never cheated on a partner. This one is true. I can't say I have the most extensive dating history, but where I have a partner, I am loyal to them. So there you go. Now we know a little bit more about me. Is that a kind of Smirnoff over there?
Never cheated on a partner, really?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Let's get started then.
So, this game right here is a retelling of Silent Hill 1. You might recall this is the same basic setup from the start of that game, where Harry runs off the road, ends up in Silent Hill. Cheryl is missing. Go find her. And... well, we'll get on with the plot as we go through the game, but I think they did a pretty good job of it.
Cheryl? Cheryl?
Like, this is what a retelling should be.
Cheryl? Cheryl!
Okay, cool stuff. So, controls are fairly simple. You move around with the nunchuck, you look around with the Wii remote, and then A button is contextual, does basically everything else. Like it calls out for Cheryl in this instance, and it climbs over the gate in this instance. And then if you go over here, it opens a door. So the devs said they wanted to make a very immersive and unintrusive control scheme. So there's very little in the way of, like, cool button combos or, you know, hit animations. You just look and move. And I think they kind of succeed, with the obvious caveat that motion controls are the least immersive thing in the world. But you can also, as the thing said, zoom in. Like, if you look at something...
911. Phone's out.
And that's one of the cool things. Basically, everything you look at, Harry will comment on it, even if he's just going, huh, cool. And that's really, really cool. I like that kind of attention to detail. Alright, Cheryl, are you in here?
Cheryl?
Are you a mop?
Cheryl?
No? Okay. And... okay, cool. So the other thing about this game is that this game changes based on how you play it. And that's what the psychological warning at the start of the game was. So depending on what you do, the game will sort of tweak itself, and that's also pretty cool. To grab hold of objects, move the hand over them and pinch by holding A and B. That's actually a really, really good design choice. There's no reason to do that. You could just push the A button and do that. But by holding A and B on the front and back of the controller, you actually pinch that, and you actually pull it. And you actually pull it. And that feels a little more immersive than just pushing a button. And speaking of, I would just like to shout out the devs in a couple of ways. Because first of all, this is a 2009 game running on what is essentially GameCube hardware. But look at it! It looks amazing! Looks even better when you turn the torch off. Like, the frame rate doubles when it's not rendering shadows. But we're not doing that. And secondly, they did a really, really good job of rationalizing some of the fantastical elements in Silent Hill 1. So, like this, for example. Why is nobody out on the street? Well, it's a terrible weather, it's midnight. If you go out in this, you're dead. So nobody's doing that. That's why the streets are empty. How did they block off a whole bunch of the city? Well, roads are snowed under. Can't go that way. Gotta go around. And there are a couple of instances like that where they do some cool nods to the first couple of games. And yeah, actually very well done. I like that the devs were able to do that. Okay, let's go. Man, do you remember DVD transfers? Yes, hello? Alright then. Hi.
You're fielding your calls? Christ, my wife just told me about the video. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that? You wipe our wedding video? You knew that was the only copy. You can't replace that. Watch your backs.
Well, I hope somebody here got fired for that. Anyway, let's go to this control panel right here. Oh, actually, here's a good example. Like, if you look at something like this,
A happy couple.
Harry will comment on stuff like that. I think that's great. Okay. So this is about as far as you get as a puzzle in this game. There we go. Turn to the right channel. And buzz the door. And now it's open. So the puzzles in this game are... That's the back button. There we go. Puzzles in this game, I think, are really, really good. Because this game came out like 3 or 4 years into the Wii's life cycle, where most developers knew what the console was good for. That sign's not going to stop me. And yeah, the devs knew what they could do and what the controller was good at. And you're going to see a fair amount of twisting as well, which the Wii Remote was really, really good at twisting. Especially when you compare it to, like, tracking up and down or side to side. Okay. Hi? Oh, yeah, that's another nod to Silent Hill, the first one. There was a dead dog in the playground, and that's what that graffiti is. Anyway, let's take a look. Nothing in this can. Nothing in this can. Oh, something in this can. So let's tip you out. And there we go. Now we have a key. And this is a cool little nod to Silent Hill 3. Because there was that part where you found the life insurance key inside a can of Coke. Huh. Weird. Anyway, through we go. So, the decisions that we have made have led us to having to go left instead of right. It is possible to go in here if that's what the game allows you to do, if that's what your choices do. And I think that's pretty cool. And you'll see a couple of instances of that throughout the game.
I need your help.
Thank you for clarifying,
Car
O Wales.
stuck in the snow? Need help de-thawing your windshield?
It's my daughter. She's missing.
She run off?
We were in a car accident. When I came to, she was gone.
Car accident? And where did this happen?
The highway just outside town. I came off the verge and ended up in the junkyard. My daughter's missing.
That road's not in my jurisdiction.
What?
You want state police.
You're kidding. My daughter is out there. You have to find her.
A lot of people need help tonight. Look around. The whole town is a mess.
You're screwing with me.
Can I see your license?
Pretty sure this is done automatically. There you go.
Harry Mason, Levin Street. Says here you live on Levin Street?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh. Sure hope you weren't drinking before you had your crash. Look, chances are your girl headed home, right? It's only a few blocks away. Sir, you gonna answer your phone?
Phone? Yeah. They hung up.
That was probably your girl. The storm's making the phones act up.
All units, please respond. Unconfirmed reports of a potential looting on Finney Street.
Okay, I gotta go.
What?
Look, go home. Your daughter will be there. In the morning, call state police and sort out your vehicle. This is no time for running around town. Liable to get yourself locked up. That's me asking nicely.
Hey, see, there you go. What an actual helpful police officer, Wales. She's being nice. She said so herself. Is that Comic Sans? I'm sorry, did I just see straight up Comic Sans? Oh, yeah. We'll do that in a bit. I think it is, but like slightly modified. Anyway, before we head out, I'm going to tinker around with this and find this. This town is home to many lost and discarded objects. Although these mementos have no practical value or purpose, they once meant something to someone. Oh, hey, check it out. It's a little princess at a lighthouse. In a snow globe as well. I like that. Sadly, it doesn't work. Like, if you give it a shake, it's not... doesn't work. So let's just put that in my back pocket, I guess. Let's look at... Nope. This. Because this is my next note, so check it out. They went for, like, a nightmare, apocalyptic winter sort of thing. But then they set the game in Michigan, where I have friends who live in Michigan, and I am assured that this is not catastrophic snowstorm type weather. This is just Tuesday, so I don't know, a bit of a swing and a miss. Criddle, thank you very much for continuing your subscription. Also, was I scratching my nose so the remote flew away? No, it wasn't. Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go. It's picked up the remote sensor again. Okay. So yeah, if we push this button, then we can sort of see where we're headed on the map. Going that way. Oh, but there's... Nope. 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 There we go. But there is another big old snowdrift in the way. So we can't go that way. Gotta go this way. So not only did they set this game in Michigan, they set this game in a very specific street in Michigan. And there's a couple of other clues as we go through the game, and I will point those out. Because I think that's amazing. There is a layer of reality that cannot be seen with the naked eye. Something is odd about the swing in this playground. Try photographing it with the cell phone. Is it that button? It's the right button. Okay. So first of all, can we take a moment to appreciate the delay on the camera? Just like how they used to be. Check that out. There is somebody sitting on that swing. Wild. Oh, we got a voicemail.
Daddy, I need you.
There we go. Harry, you need to charge your phone. 2 bars? Like, in this weather? Get out of here. Also, the phone is a pretty cool addition to the game. Because it dates the game. And I think essentially every other Silent Hill game takes place in this weird, like, technical void. Where it could take place anywhere from the 70s until today. But the fact that Harry's got what is essentially an iPhone with a GPS and a map and a camera, you know roughly about when this game was, well, not when it's made, when it was set. We'll go for that. Strong emotions have a habit of attaching themselves to objects. Something in this room is interfering with Harry's cell phone. Listen to the whine and hone in on the disturbance. And like, this is the game's way of doing, like, the radio. Is it you? I bet it's you. It was you.
I promise to honor and respect you, to love
Don't know
you
who
for
that
who
was.
you are and the way you are. Our marriage will be a source of strength, so you can go into the world and achieve great things. I am your muse and your best friend, but I will be much more. I will be your wife.
That's a really nice set of vows. I like that. I wonder if that was the missing vowels. What is that on the right-hand side of the screen? Am I seeing outside of the map? Ooh. Never seen that before. Wild. Also, hey, no loading screens. Ignore how long that took to go through that door.
Cheryl?
Daddy? Daddy?
Sweetie, you're okay? Are you at home? Sweetie, wait there. Wait for me.
You have to run, Daddy. You can't fight them. Run!
What? Is somebody with you? Cheryl, I'm coming to get you. Damn it!
Scary phone calls, scary everything else. Check this out! Going on the previous comment of how good does this game look, how good does this look? Like, real-time otherworld transitions, yes please! There's only, like, one other game that really does that, and does it right. And it's Homecoming, of all things. Also, nice little touch. The snow has stopped. Everything has stopped. The snow's frozen in midair. That's a really cool touch. Now, what do we know about game design? Because I won't shut up about it. If you want the player to look at something, shine a light on it. So that surely nothing bad will come from this car pointing in this direction. Let's go. It'll be fine. I may have mentioned the horror sections in this game are kind of signposted. We're about to start one of those. So if that's not your thing, maybe go make a cup of tea. We're not going to take too long to do this. No! Don't go into the light. That's a bad thing. You stay away from the light. So, fun thing, this game is also on PS2 and PSP. They do not have the ability to do translucent textures. Only the Wii version can do that. So in the PS2 version, Harry reacts to and is scared by nothing. It's just a flat wall he cannot see through. Run at the blue edges that mark routes. Listen for the distortions that precedes danger. Find the exit to 11th Street and escape the nightmare. And then if you shake the nunchuck, he goes a little faster. Now, let's see if I can remember the way. I've got notes, but also I have to look at the screen and not my notes. So, let's see how we do. Also, not a fan of this radio sound. What could that possibly be? Nope, can't do that. Okay, cool. They are many. They cannot be killed or hurt. Throw them off and run. Lose them, find the exit, and escape the nightmare. Oh, backwards! Move backwards! Ah! Wii remote, please! Yes? No? Well, this is the end of the story. Harry just sort of dies at this point. Seriously, how do I do that one? I don't know. Ah, 1 second. I'm going to reset my position, not like the game. There we go. Okay, and then that way. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is the way. So in the PS2 version, that was all done with like buttons, and depending on where they were on your person, that was the face button you pushed. Like, if they're behind you, you push the X button, because that's the down one. Right, come here. Give me that. Light the flare with C button. The heat will hold off the creatures while it lasts. Harry can also create a temporary barrier by throwing down a lit flare with plus. Keep running, please. Thank you. The Jaded Muse has subscribed, or resubscribed. Thank you very much. Currently on a 7-month streak. Amazing. No, this isn't Report from Hell. This is Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which also takes place in Michigan. Which is weird because Silent Hill, the place, is supposed to be in Maine. Like, it's kind of established that that's where it is. Oh, you're also from Michigan? Well, you might recognize some
That would
stuff.
have been a breakthrough before. But let's leave that topic for a while. I want to talk about family. It's important to you. For you, family is about physical affection and making your feelings known. You're giving me that look.
I mean, maybe not mine, but like my found family. Sure, I'm all about that.
Let's have you talk, or not, or whatever you feel comfortable doing. Let's play true or false. Is it true to say you're a private person?
I am currently streaming this game on Twitch. No.
Would you say it takes a while for people to get to know you?
This one, yes. Because initially I can come off as very shy, but when I start talking to people, then
People can choose
that's
their
pretty cool.
friends,
I
but
get
not
along well
their
with people.
family. Would you prefer to spend time with friends over family?
I would argue that my friends are my family. Looking at you, mutual fiends.
Nothing surprising there. Now, you're going to like this. On the table are some pencils and a picture. I want you to let out your inner child and color.
Oh, hell yeah. Coloring time?
It's titled Have
Let's
Faith.
go. Alright, we're gonna do... This isn't gonna be very good, because this is all like the Wii remote, and it's not very good and responsive at the best of times, but this will be fine. PS2 version, this was just done with like the fill tool, and you selected sections, and it filled it in based on that. It's pretty great. So while we're coloring in, I want you to know, I would be playing Left Bank 2 in the background if my channel would not get destroyed with copyrights. Let's have... Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Green goes in the trees. There we go. So, yeah, this game takes a pretty unique approach to doing horror compared to the rest of the Silent Hill games. Because usually the other Silent Hill games do, like, Stephen King style horror, where, you know, it's like Friendly Town, USA, but actually there's a dark secret. This game goes more for, like, David Lynch, where, you know, something is tremendously wrong, but nobody seems to notice that. Like, we're not going to talk about the whole chase sequence through the leisure center right about now. We're coloring in a picture. Okay, that's fine. Let's do that instead. I'll do. I mean, it is kind of frustrating, not gonna lie. I'm gonna give a purple front door. Why not? Purple's a good color for a front door. And a red mailbox. You gotta have a red mailbox. Car will be blue. There we go. That reminds me of that one limousine song about coloring inside the lines. And how good I am at doing that. Yeah. You're gonna go like that. And like that. I'm gonna give you... Oh no, not like that one. You're gonna have black hair. Because otherwise you'd like blend in with the tree. There you go. This guy's got like an afro going on. I meant to do that. If I had control, I would draw a little mustache on him. I want you to know that. I'm sad that I can't, in fact. But, you know, this will have to do. Give you a red roof, and you are going to wear like an orange shirt and a pink shirt and jeans. Nope. Jeans. There we go. Look at that! I've done a good job of this. Man, you can see why I go to Goldfish Teeth to make my emotes, because by golly, if this is the best I can do with, like, motion controls, that'd be great. Oh, do you know what, Jaded Mew? Do you know what I am going to give to this car? I'm going to do a bit of that. Swedish ground effects. Yeah. And that's my drawing. And now I've signed it.
You're finished?
Yes.
What a lovely family home. Is your home like this?
What a lovely family home. I'm going to put that right on the fridge. Right there, CPC Gamer. You saw it. By the way, did you see what the game did there? Also, yeah, the Jaded Mew, you're pretty much spot on with that one. Kaufman looks at that and he's like, well, clearly this man is insane. His outfit was a clue, but no, he's gotta go.
What are you doing in my house?
We have a purple door.
I think you have the wrong address.
And this gentleman's wearing an orange shirt.
Who's that at the door, hon? Oh, hi there.
And she's wearing a pink
What are you
shirt.
doing in my house?
This is our home. We've been living here for a long time. Isn't that right, Mike?
1206 11th Street.
It's like
My name
everything
is
I
Harry
dream
Mason. This
becomes
is my
alive.
house. My daughter just called me from here.
From here? Lucy, honey, you think perhaps our little princess has been up to her old tricks?
We're sorry. Katie's been acting up. She likes to make prank calls.
Prank call? Why are you playing games with me?
sorry for any upset Katie has caused. We'd like to help, but it's getting late, and...
This doesn't make sense. Not at all. Cheryl!
You are upsetting my wife.
Get the hell out of my house!
It
my
is
house.
really cool, isn't it, Mew? I love it.
House! Cheryl!
I mean, you can also see in the background, like, well, it's got wood paneling, because that's how I colored it in. And, like, the mailbox is red, and the car is blue. No ground effects, unfortunately. But that's still super cool. Oh, no.
Mr. Mason.
Shit.
A reported disturbance came through on dispatch. The address rang a bell.
Yes, there's been a disturbance. There are people in my house. I think they have my daughter.
Hell of an accusation. I know the couple who called this in. Mike Stewart is a doctor. He doesn't have your...
You saw my license. This is my house.
Let me see that license again. You had an accident. You know you're a little punch drunk, Harry. I can't raise the station on my radio. Let's go over there together and sort this mess out. Look, I'm sorry if I came across as a hard-ass before. There's a lot going on right now. I just bumped you up on my priority list, okay? Come on. Mind your head.
What would Lion's colors be? I'm gonna guess, like, royal blue and yellow. Don't know why. Just seems kind of lion-y, colors-wise.
Officer Sybil Bennett. Anything happens to my daughter, I'll hold you responsible.
She's not in the Stewart's house.
How can you be so
Doghouse on 11th Street!
For 20 years, and all 20
No sign of a dog,
in this
though.
Town. I know the place,
Weird.
and I know the people. I know the Stewarts haven't kidnapped your daughter.
They're in my house.
Says your ID. You sure that's your house? Just how well is your head working, Harry?
I haven't forgotten anything. Some things are fuzzy, but the rest I know. I know that was my house.
What else? What else do you know?
I'm Harry Mason. I love my daughter very much. I live in Silent Hill. I write for a living, crap pretty much.
Conspiracy thrillers? Murder mysteries?
Sometimes, whatever they pay me for. I work for hire. My stuff is big in libraries. Never sees hardcover.
Real life's a lot more boring than your stories. We'll find your daughter, Harry. Then life can be normal again.
Sure hope things go back to normal pretty soon. That'd be great.
You okay back there?
Sure. Holding up.
I'm sure your daughter's okay. We've just got to clear this thing up. We should probably get you to the hospital, too, once we know she's safe.
I'm fine.
The human brain is a delicate thing, Harry. Need to get you checked out.
Yeah.
My dad thought he was tough. He got hit on the head by a punk resisting arrest. He was never the same after that.
Man, they should make a Silent Hill
Look
game
after
about
yourself,
that.
Harry, for your daughter's sake.
Point taken.
Damn, this snow is crazy. I can't see the road. Wait here. I'm just gonna check where we are.
So I'm pretty sure that police cars will not allow you to do this. I'm fairly sure, like, even your basic cruiser is going to have the cage in the back to stop somebody going into the front seat like this and, like, stealing your smokes. There you go. Hemingway. Ultra lights. Anyway. We're just going to take the car because it looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned Sega Rally Championship. Oh. Well, it won't let me do that. So instead... Nope, I believe... Pop the lock. Open the door, and away we go. I mean, the idea is that everybody goes through Silent Hill differently, so I can believe that she's experiencing her own bizarre nightmare purgatory over there, but it just seems like it's happening to Harry. And it seems like it would make sense he would keep it to himself as well. I mean, wouldn't you? Like, hello, yes, I'm being chased by monsters. I'm not keen.
Mom, it's me, Jackie. I'm scared. I'm at a party in the woods, but I don't like it. The guys, I don't know. I don't like the way they're talking. You've got to come find me.
Actually, I'm just going to show off something cool that you can do with the phone. So, like, you've got a full, is that a phone book? It is! So I can call home if I want. All the numbers that I found on that poster at the start, you can call those for a little bit of flavor text. You can also just dial numbers seemingly at random. For example, 220-833-0. You can just dial that number if you want.
Thank you for calling Konami customer support. How may I assist you today? Hello? Hello? Our caller ID shows that you're calling from Silent Hill. I regret to inform you that you are beyond even our help.
That's a pretty great Easter egg. You don't even need New Game Plus for that. You can just call Konami's customer support as soon as you get the phone. And they'll tell you that you shouldn't have done that. Pretty clever. Oh, hello. I really do like some of the sound design. Like that get key sound. Big fan. Big fan. Branwen, hello. If there's anyone who can tell you about parties in the woods, it's her, because she's, like, got woods around her house. The hell was that? And she'll be like, yeah, here's basic safety. Here's how to do all of that. I'm thinking of something else is what I'm thinking of. Let's go. Let us continue on. In fact, this is a new area for Silent Hill. Because, like, you'll recall the first game didn't go to the woods. This one just... This is just where we kind of ended up. Ah, there we go. Follow the path. Wander off the path. Let's go explore whatever this is. Because if we go over here... we have... Frozen Waters. That's a pretty cool looking marble. Look at that. Having that. Play with that later. We've also got... What is going on with this radio? Is it you? Are you a stove? Oh, you're a barrel. I kind of feel like nothing will go well if you find a barrel in the woods. Ignore that. Run all the way away. Don't worry about looking for me. I'll be with my brother again soon. I hope he forgives me. It's so cold. It had to end like this. I'll be honest with you, oh Wales, I barely go to parties, forget in the woods, so actually everything is fine. I'm not the person to be going to for information about these things. If you find a barrel in the woods, it's probably going to be bodies in Empirical Woodland. I've seen enough unexplained mysteries and unsolved crimes and true crime to know what that is. And then the police will be like, yeah, we found another one of the same family, like 2 feet away. We didn't think these crimes were related in any way. It's fine. No thanks. Not looking at that. Let's continue on. Over here. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. If we head over here... This is also something you generally don't want to approach when you're in the woods. Abandoned sleeping bags? No thanks. We thought it would be fun to spike the new girl's drink. Didn't know it would end up like this. We thought she was still swimming, but she wasn't moving. Right? Incredibly ominous. Don't do that. Stay away from that. This is why I don't go to parties. People go swimming in the lake and they drown, and I'm not doing that. This is why I stay inside. I play video games with my friends. Oh, hello. Is it that one? It's that one.
It's my brother. I was just playing, trying to scare him. I shut him in. But now the water's filling up. He can't get out. I can't get him out.
I knew it. Harry Mason is the origami killer. Let's just run away from that and leave. Where is the exit? There's the exit. I ain't dealing with that. You can actually go back into those tunnels, and they go really far back, but there's not really anything to do other than to turn around and leave again. So let's continue on. Don't call me Shirley. We've been over this. Empirical Woodland. Rose, if anything. Now, which way is it? That's back up to the substation, so this way is where we go. You tell I don't have much in the way of notes for this one. It's just, hey, it's the woods. It's new for this area. Pretty cool soundtrack, though. Like, the soundtrack for this game is really good. It sounds cold, and it sounds kind of hip-hop, but not the Silent Hill way. And this is a lovely room of death. Oh, yeah, actually. Don't put your hand in that bear trap. Please ignore. Someone focus on Junkrat. A movable feast. Well, at least we can defend ourselves. We got a knife now. I'm pretty sure you can go back in through this door and find something else. Oh, yeah, actually, a chest of drawers. A broken ward. Safety flashlight. Oh, it's one of those pump things. Like, it's got the little dynamo in it. And you squeeze the handle and it lights up for like a second. This is great. Once again, I turn to the match that Darkrai and myself were part of, where there was a Farah just wrecking everyone, and the rest of my team, or our team, was like, maybe if we ignore her, she'll go away.
Mr. Mason.
Officer Bennett? What's going on?
I'm looking for you. Where the hell did you run off to?
I'm in some woods.
You just ran from a police officer.
What? Come on.
Look, Mr. Mason.
I need to find my daughter. Christ. I'm not under arrest, am I?
Mr. Mason! Get yourself back here now. Do not make things difficult for yourself.
I'm heading back to town.
Harry makes a good point. He's not under arrest, is he? So he's not being detained, is he? There is a less than 0 chance that this voicemail contains slightly homophobic language. If that is something you're not into, maybe mute until Harry puts the phone away.
Come on, son. Finish it. I am ashamed to be your father. You got it in the leg. Now you gotta kill it. This is what we do. This is how the world works. Shoot.
Cool. That was the version that did not include a word beginning with Q. That one's fine. There's like one other instance in this game where I'm going to be, hey, this is a real sensitive topic, baby, avoid it. But no, that's fine. So the fact that this is obviously like a little girl's purse, that makes it like 8% worse than it could have been. I mean, in fairness, queer is not an insult. It hasn't been since like the 80s. That is what the Q is in LGBTQ. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Because I haven't done it for a while, or at all. I am going to get out my phone, and we're going to save, because I haven't done that yet. Now I have. It's just the manner in which it is used in that message is offensive, or in an offensive manner, so let's potentially warn against that. Hi? Bye. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm going to tell you my notes about this one. This is my path. Get to house, door on right, straight path out. If I get stuck in this nightmare, I only have myself to blame. I mean, I'm also a proponent of the idea that the intent behind a word is what the problem is, not the word itself. And, like, yes, there are problematic instances of language, but generally speaking, if... Find highlighted hiding places to enter or crawl under. Run at them or press A to enter. Hide to lose chasing enemies. Wait too long, and they will sniff you out. Don't... Wii remote! Please! Oh, now I've got to do this again. Alright. Is this the way I came in? No, it's not. Alright, good. We run. We avoid you. We keep running. I feel like I might need to replace the batteries in the Wii remote, because this is not doing super great. Look at that. Alright, hang on. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to this screen right here and provide some much needed levity. Hang on. Tech support with CPC Gamer. Taking apart the Wii remote. Replacing the batteries. Live on stream. For someone who can't sing, I certainly do it a lot. I feel like it's a pretty cool, like, shorthand way of filling time and expressing an idea when I just need to come up with one. Alright. One of those. One of those. Can I... Alright, reconnect. Set the Wii Remote flat, plus 1 and 2 on each Wii Remote in the desired play order. Golly, I hope this music's not too jarring in comparison to the rest of what's going on in this game. Are we good? We are good. Alright. Close that. Close that. Don't go to the Wii menu. Do that. Hello. We came back. Right. Game still doesn't like it. This is fine. Seriously, what is going on with that? This is making it incredibly difficult for me to continue on. What's going on? Hey, you remember when I said how, like, motion controls are not super immersive? It's because of things like this. Now I just don't have a Wii remote at all. Which is wild, because you're obviously picking something up. Why aren't you picking up the movements? Very good question. Very buggy game. What if... Man, I can't even, like, reset the software on this one. It's just not working. Did I recenter the remote? I did, as it happens. It's just... Oh, there we go. There we go. If I just sort of nudge my controller further away with my foot, now we appear to be back on track. Okay. Okay, run, run! And I'm pretty sure this is the door that I need. Straight path to end. That's what my notes said. Run, run, run. I have never seen that before. Nice! I didn't know they could drag you out or come from the ceiling. Man, I'm learning things with this playthrough. Look at that. And, kind of following on from Silent Singer's message earlier, yeah, actually, head towards the light. But not like that. Just in general, keep the light in view and head towards it. And this, I hope, is gonna be my exit. Oh, hi. Anything to say there, Harry? Yes? No? No? Okay.
I'm on the phone, damn it! Yeah, I'm taking us back early. This is not my idea of fun.
Mom!
Not now! I'm on the phone! Can you take care of this?
Mommy!
Go show your daddy! This whole trip was a bad idea. Making me crazy. Nothing but trees, logs, and my family. I'm trapped. Feel like I'm suffocating in here, Diane.
I won!
I'm loving that
I won!
default MIDI instrument.
Smash that stupid thing! Give me a minute, Diane.
Oh my god, wait a second. Harry's phone is charged. Is it reading the Wii Remote charge? Oh, that's clever. That's really good. Anyway, I'm gonna go over here now. So, longtime friends of Silent Hill know what this is. And that is a reference to the first game. So there is a puzzle in Silent Hill 1 where you have to play the piano and you work out the notes based on a poem about birds, and it's one of the... It's kind of notorious. It's one of the most difficult puzzles in the entire franchise. And I feel like this is the devs' way of apologizing for that, or including the puzzle, but getting around it. Because if you listen to the message, somebody played this piano and got the solution. That being, if I'm able to play these properly, that being duck, duck, owl, remote, please. I just want to show off the good Silent Hill game to my friends on chat. Owl, parrot, parrot, and hen. Come on. You could do it. You could do it, 20-year-old technology. I believe in you. There we go.
Sure. Sorry about that, Diane.
Mom, look!
What now? You've broken a glass. Is that blood? Oh, Jesus.
The true horror of this game is my technology not doing as it should. Alright. My notes are a little more concise and fleshed out for Nightmare number 2. Also, check it out! Crashed plane for some reason? Okay. Come here. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. And then I think this is just a straight path. Check it out! That looks like a demon! That's not there in the PS2 version. Did I just smash through that door? Yes. Ignore that. That's one of the problems with the... Come on, come on! One of the problems with the loading methods in this game. This is bugging me so much now. It wasn't this buggy when I did, like, the testing for this. It loaded fine. It played fine. But here we are, not doing any of that. Is that the house I just came from? No, it's not, but check out these cool fish looking at TV. Anyway, I think that's just the exit now. Yes, it is. Alright, because I know for sure that that is my destination. So let's keep going. I don't know what the problem was with that first monster thing that I found, because it's working. Oh, check it out! on the PS2 version, you don't get to see those things untwist. They just sort of snap to position. And also...
Latin, I think?
It is Latin, Harry. Very well done. It says, "Who is this? Who is coming?" You make a good point, the JW. Hang on. If I do one of those, and then I do a bit of that, I'm going to push that further away. I'm going to move further away. And hopefully, all will be well. Thank goodness it's not my puzzle-solving abilities that are showing me up on the stream. It's the actual hardware itself. Right, I'm going to show you. That's what I thought that said. I'm just going to show you off something really, really cool. So check this out. There is an obscene amount of detail on this texture. And, like, why?
Something new every day.
There's a lot of that in this game. A lot of just, hey, really detailed textures on stuff. Pinned beauty. Xerxes blue. Cool. Got ourselves a butterfly. Nope. That's the button to go back. But there's also somebody there. Huh. Weird.
Stop it! Please, or I'll tell my dad.
Your dad? Your dad isn't here right now. Come on. You've been leading me on all night.
No!
That is also super bugged on the PS2 version, where you can just see the static from that ghost, like, across the entire map, through everything. It's wild. Anyway, let's press on, and... oh, hey, check it out. Speaking of sports ball teams, it's Midwich High School, home of the Cuckoos. Do you get that reference? I know I do. Midwich Elementary in Silent Hill 1 is named after the movie The Midwich Cuckoos. It's a movie about evil kids.
Officer?
Harry, I've been calling you. Did you switch your phone off?
No, I just, I don't know where I was.
Harry, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm out of the woods. I'm on a football field. I think it's the high school.
Midwich High School. Listen, Harry, Midwich has a gym. They often use it as an emergency shelter in severe weather. Go to the gym and wait there for me.
Emergency shelter? Cheryl could have been taken there.
Yes, Cheryl could be there. Will you do this for me?
Yeah, I'm going. But if Cheryl's not there, I can't wait. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Harry,
I've just noticed the kerning on the G's in this font is really, really weird. What bizarre subtitles. Oh, hello.
So we get to the halcyon days of high school. When I was starting out, the popular theory said it was their mom and dad that screwed a person up. But if you really want to screw someone up, I say, send them to high school. I bet you took studying seriously. Nice folders and neat workbooks. Okay.
I decorated all my folders differently with song lyrics, thank you very much.
Nod when they fit how you were at school. Shake your head if they don't. Ready? Jock.
So this is me answering these questions again. Let's see how, like, the image of CPC Gamer plays out according to what is actually true. Was I a jock? No.
Next. Slut.
I take issue with the word slut. I don't believe that it's, like, a thing. But also, no.
Drunk.
Also, no.
Ah. Virgin.
That would be yes. Come on.
Bully.
Also no.
And slacker.
Very yes. Did you see his eyebrow pop to position?
Okay.
I saw that.
Let's take a different tack. On the table, I've laid out a blank timetable and some cards with lessons on them. Pick out the lessons to show me your perfect school day. Don't leave any empty. There are only 4 periods, and I've allocated a very generous lunch.
Okay. I'll be honest with you, my perfect high school day is just not going. But hey, let's maybe talk about this some more. I would probably start off my day with science. Because I really enjoyed science in school. And then we'll go with maths. Come on. There we go. So Jaded Mute, I'm with you. I don't like most of these subjects. Some of them I don't get why they are here. Like sex ed, I get that you need to know that. That's a thing that needs to happen, but it's not something that I would schedule. You do it once, and that's it. You don't timetable for it. I don't know. And then lunch break, and in the afternoon, literature, and we finish off with creative writing, because that's a nice, easy way to end the day, and we can put into practice what we read over here. That is, based on what is here, my, that would be my perfect school day. I'm not going to go for football or basketball. Didn't really like sports in school. Still kind of don't. Drama, I wanted to be good at it, but I'm not. And I hated my geography teacher, and she hated me. So, and then religion, I had my RE teacher, bloody useless. To the point that there was me and like the local pastor's daughter were in her class, and the amount of times the two of us would go, actually, I don't think she liked us having us in there. So, oops. If I could choose any 4 courses, what would my ideal schedule really be? I would probably include computing, to be honest, because that's something I enjoyed doing in high school. And that's what my degree is in. So I would have kept that up. I would have put food tech on this list. Maybe not the version I had in high school, which was essentially how to make a pizza over and over again. But being taught, here's what the different ingredients do, here's what you need to add to or subtract from your recipe to make it do what you want it to do. Because I figured all that stuff out on my own, basically. To be fair, I still like English language and English lit, so I'd probably still just include those. My high school had 5 periods per day, so the last one I would probably put as PHSE, or homeroom. That being, occasionally it's called general studies, depends on what, like where you go and where you study. Well, that's where sex ed happened. That was where you got the timetable for the next term. That's where you learned a bit about how to write a check, for example. Personal health and social education, that's what it stands for. And it was a case of your form teacher teaches you something useful for an hour. Okay, before we go on, sex ed story. My teacher, my homeroom teacher, lovely old lady, and she said, it's a very sensitive topic, and I know we can all be a bit silly. So what we're going to do, we're all going to shout sex 10 times as loud as we can. So then it's not silly anymore, and it's just out there, and it's done. So that's what we did. And then the teacher from the next classroom sort of came in. It's like, Margaret, I'm trying to take a test. I don't know what you're doing. And then it just became silly again. Yes, I'm done. Sorry, Kaufman, I'm just talking to my imaginary friends.
Nice. If that was all there was to it, it would have been a breeze, wouldn't it? Come on, let's talk more about the bad stuff that happened at school.
Okay, let's talk about the bad stuff that happened at school. So, chat, over to you. What was the incident when you were in high school? Because mine, 2 separate occasions, this one guy started a riot. Like, proper table flipping, chair slinging riot until the police came and took him away. That was the incident in my high school.
I need a key.
Do you know where the key is, Broom? Alright then. I did Introduction to Philosophy for secondary college, and the teacher was so smug, I hated it. It was like, what is this? And we all went, it's a chair, sir. And he went, but how do you know it's a chair? Ah. What's that outside? It's a tree, sir. How do you know it's a tree? And it was just kind of annoying, rather than talking about basics and principles in philosophy, you know? Here's how to form syllogisms. Here's how, here's a rat. Close cupboard after use? Okay. Where do I go now? The one door. Good job. This picture right here, that's an actual cheer team, and Legal was like, hey, can we just get rid of the faces on that? We don't want a lawsuit. And that was like a concession that had to be made. Oh. Well, so much for high school, I guess. All students. There is a craze at the moment for young adults to try what is often called the choking game. Don't be stupid. Don't risk your young lives or your health. No parent should have to bury their child. What were my A-levels? My A-levels were sociology, psychology, politics, maths, English language, and the other one. Did I say politics? I think I did. I don't know. There was another one. I just don't remember what it was. Oh my god, click. That's a hell of an incident. Oh.
Why can't you be relaxed with me, like you should? Is it your parents' house? You don't want to do it there? There's other places. Why you gotta be so frigid?
Yeah, A-level is 16 to 18 years old. That's when you do that, and you take it. That's your prerequisite to go into university. Incidentally, brief aside, what is this Wonderland burger? Because Silent Hill already has its own burger chain. It's called Queen Burger, and it is not this. Thank you very much. Now, there is something over here. My plastic perfect girl. Oh, there you go. This is probably in some way related to like you've seen the message thread we've been getting has been called Frigid. It's probably related to that. It's also probably related to the writing trope women in fridges. Oh, hello. I can't believe they made that joke in front of Rick. Everyone knows how close he was to his brother. But yeah, women in fridges. It's a trope where someone dear to the main character, usually the wife or girlfriend, is injured or killed horrifically, and that's the motivation for the character. And it's... a lot of essays and books are written on it. Yeah, action dad. Let's go. And here we find... do you know what? I've never noticed this kid's drawings over here. That's something that oughtn't be here. Because... actually, I'm just going to steal this. Suffocated forever. Look at that. It's a little bug in some amber. Reminds me of... Stucky the dog. If anybody knows that attraction. It's, some sort of ancient dog creature that crawled inside a tree trunk and froze. And it's still maintaining the attack pose. It's real creepy to look at. Hello.
Oh, you damn whore! It's just a wig! You're old enough to be my wife. You ain't a schoolgirl. You're old meat. Disgusting.
Mate, you want old meat? We're like right next door to a burger bar. You could just go over there. Which is also right next to the school. What is this town? Okay. Yeah, actually, what is this town? Where is school? I always get lost at this point. Probably back the way I came, right? You also do not remember the incident? Well, that's fine. That's... It's a very sort of bizarre time period for a lot of people. I mean, there is another one, but it's vaguely, not safe for work. So that's not going to go out on the stream. We'll get shouted at if I do that. Seriously, where am I going? Huh. This way and around, apparently. I like how I came into this saying, like, hey, guess what? I am intimately familiar with this game. And then game's like, do you want to navigate your way to school? And I go, I don't know, can I? Oh, did I actually just walk right past it? No, this is where I came out. So, is that the path I have to take? I think that's the path I have to take. That's pretty clever. And, no, Empirical Woodland, that is not the case, actually. So, there you go. Let's turn you back on. There we go, just so I can see where I'm going. Oh, that's right. I know where I have to go. It's the... Is it the obvious door with the big glowing light on it that says exit? Golly, I think it might be. Yes, it is. Okay. So, dear chat, I'm going to pause after I get this voicemail, because this is one of my favorite story beats in the entire game.
Y'all ready for school? Hey, look at me when I'm talking. Daddy's little princess. Oh, you look so cute with your pigtails. All the boys in your class must be so distracted. Okay, you can run off now. I'll see you tonight.
So, we just got that voicemail where a man says, "You look cute with your hair and pigtails. The boys in class must be distracted. See you tonight." So my question to you, chat, who is this man speaking to? Now, the obvious answer is that he's talking to his daughter at school. But we also have a message where that same man is talking to a sex worker specifically about wearing her hair in pigtails. And the jaded muse kind of getting there. Is he talking to his daughter, or is he talking to a sex worker? And if he's talking to a sex worker, why does he want her to look like his daughter? Why do you think he has a daughter? And that's why that's my favorite story beat in this entire game. Just this inconsequential little side thing. But however you want to spin it, if you can justify it, you are correct. Like, is he doing roleplay where he's the dude who bangs the cheerleader and he's getting into that role, you know, before or after the session? Is he a creep just talking to himself as he watches the girls go to school? Is he just a guy dropping his daughter off? Literally, what do you think it means? And you're always right. That's the kind of psychological evaluation thing that this game was going for. And it's so good. I love it. Oh, check it out. It's a St. Christopher. Patron saint of travelers and the lost, I believe. Hey, so, how about that? Are you not gonna give me the message for that? There we go. Okay. As mentioned previously, this is the second part of the game where I'm gonna go, hey, so this is kind of distressing content relating to self-violence. If that distresses you, go mute until Harry puts the phone away.
That's a nice new belt, Todd. Oh, thank you, Mom. You have a nice day at school. Sure, Mom. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Sure, Mom. Whoa.
Pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 variants in that one as well. And that's arguably the best one. So, like... yeah. Oh, hi! Are you doing the Jacob's Ladder thing? I saw that. I saw that. Wait, why is this still going? I know it's cold to do it this way, but you don't listen when I talk. Sorry, it's over. I can't do this if you won't open up to me. Steve. Man, go to hell, Steve. You're a dick. Oh! And look at that. It's a picture of Steve and someone torn in half. How about that? That's pretty clever, actually. Now, here is something else that's pretty clever. If we go over here, and we look up at the board, look at what we've got. We've got maths, and science, and literature and language. It's like that thing I said! That's pretty clever, game. I mean, thankfully, that is, I believe, the last such instance of such things in this game. I'm familiar with the script and the plot, so if anything comes up and I'm like, oh yeah, this is that bit, I will be happy to warn you guys that, like, sensitive content's coming up, because that is the kind of... This is a GoldenEye hallway. Look at that! I'm gonna get that, like, DD44 or whatever the hell. I will be happy to warn you guys about, like, the topics you're probably not gonna want to look at. Like dissecting this frog. And we get a frigid jewel. There's that word again. We never did dissecting frogs in high school. Dissection equals resurrection. Not entirely sure what that's got to do with this game, but okay. The only thing we did in high school like that was, our teacher dissected an eye. And wild. You did frog dissection in middle school? Terrible. Do you know what? I've never ever felt the need to do that, and I never wanted to do that. Wherever we had to do, you know, biology or stuff like that, it was all done in a textbook. And I'm gonna go this way to the art studio. And the only time where we actually saw something dissected, it was an eye. I think it was a cow's eye. And the teacher did it. Okay. Can I leave?
Unlock somewhere else.
Okay. There's a puzzle here. Let's get to it. First of all, can I look at this? This is like the original concept art for Harry, but done in different styles. So like that would be Dali and Picasso and Van Gogh. I think that's pretty cool. And then that's just like a skull. So I've seen people try this puzzle and not get it. Are you a thing? No, I'm thinking of later. Look at that happy guy! Anyway, I've seen people try this puzzle and not quite get it, so let's talk you guys through it. We have, over here, a still life, some figures, and some birds. Just move that out the way. We don't need to deal with that. Alright, move you over there. So, we got some birds. I think we have to put them like that. I'm never entirely sure which way around they go. We're going to put those birds like that. And then some figures. And we're going to stand them next to each other like that. Now, initially, people look at that and they'd be like, wow, that doesn't solve anything. What's that supposed to be? Well, if you look up here, it says 5, 5, 5, 8, 4, 6, 5. Which I really hope is a solution to this puzzle. Otherwise, I'm going to look quite the fool. 8.
Doors open.
Amazing. You see, that's why I think a lot of people have this problem with this puzzle, is because you have to look at the negative space between some of these shapes. Especially this one being an 8, but like that one's obviously the shadow of a 6. And also the HUD elements kind of obscure the 555 up here, so it's not obvious that this turns into a phone number. Especially as you move away, like the shadows just don't work anymore. So, fun thing, you can call the Shadow's phone number as soon as you get the phone, and it changes the ending of the game somewhat. It well, we'll get to it when we get to it, but, just know that that is a thing that you can do. Ooh, Dahlia. That's a name that we know. Like my new look? XO Dahlia. Okay. I've not seen this before. I usually get something else from... Anyway. 1053. Easiest puzzle in the world. Ah, maybe not. So what do we do? Well, this is the only place where the lockers aren't barred up. So let's go find some lockers. About 1039, 1037. An eternal rose. What does that say? Eternal love. Gyro controls, man. I'm using tilt controls.
Almost over. Almost done. We're almost done with high school. In many ways, that's a great thing. We're all excited about getting out into the real world, carving our own paths. But before we do, let's remember how great high school was. Let's remember the friends we've made, the fun we've had, the parties, the ups and the downs. Apparently, life gets worse from here on in. So let's treasure those memories. Now, let's dance.
Man, high school was not fun. What are you talking about? That's how you know this is a fantasy game. People having fun in high school. What are you talking about? Alright, locker 1053. What do we have here? 1031. Pretty clever. Let's go try that. Yeah, high school was just pretty dreadful. Kinda glad to be done with it. Come on, there we go, there we go. Oh my god, that one? No, okay. I thought that was Comic Sans. It's in my notes that it's around here somewhere.
Here's to us.
Never gonna get old.
Never gonna be like our parents.
Never gonna stop loving.
Do you know what, the Jaded Mew? That's fair. That's... There it is! There's your boy! Yeah! Get out of here, Comic Sans. I'm just gonna be over here with my finger on the audio mute button because, by golly, this is some piece of audio that Konami is really, really eager to protect, and they love claiming this one. But she's singing "You Are Always on My Mind" by everyone. Really, I know of the Pet Shop Boys version. Pretty sure Elvis did it. Vera Lynn or Patsy Cline. One of them did that. And here is this person performing to someone, presumably. It's a pretty good version of the song, actually. Kind of like slow, kind of like a dirge for some reason. It's pretty cool. But, like, we're not gonna listen to it right now. There we go.
I didn't want to stop you, but I'm looking for the shelter.
Short, black hair, never mind.
No.
Some party. Me and a guy who isn't even supposed to be here. Catch. Thanks. Michelle Valdez.
Harry Mason.
Nice to meet you, Harry. So, what brings you here?
I'm looking for my daughter. She's missing. I convinced myself she'd be here.
She's a Midwich student?
No. She's just 7. Her name is Cheryl.
Cheryl Mason?
Yeah.
There was a Cheryl Mason when I was here. She was above me at school.
Must be a different girl, same name. She's 7.
I'll show you. Come look.
Look at all of these developers!
There you go. That's an old photo.
Look at all these developers and this one render.
We were in a car accident. That can't be my daughter.
How many Cheryl Masons could there be in a small town like this? She even looks like you.
There is a resemblance, but my Cheryl's just a kid.
You don't sound so sure. Come on.
It looks really out of place on that wall, doesn't it?
The principal's office?
Yup. Locked. But with a little persuasion...
You're breaking into the principal's office?
I don't see any hall monitors. Evening, Mrs. Albright. You cow.
She's still around? I remember her.
She was when I graduated. I think she'll be here until someone drives a stake through her cold secretarial heart. That's the principal's PC. All the school records are on it. Students used to hack it to fix their grades. Hey, I was good at school. Principal Fisher was obsessed with changing his passwords.
And we're hacking into his PC to...
See if you can pull up the records for Cheryl Mason. See if she's your daughter. Prove me wrong.
If I do, we get out of here?
Sure. Take your time. I'm just gonna text my boyfriend to find out where the hell he is.
So this is a pretty clever puzzle, and I really, really like this one. So password, I have no idea. So forgotten your password, click here. Click here. Click, come on, click, click, click. Ah! When you go to hell, this is how you have to, like, navigate with a computer, with, like, a mouse, and you have to enter all your passwords like this, one letter at a time. Okay, please answer this security question. The greatest baseball team, without question. Well, let's see what we got. I thought I recognized that painting. I don't. Oh, hey, here we go. What are you? Shiners. You can't see it. There is intense game day focus on my face as I stare at this screen and I try to work out what the what the answer to these things is. Come on, come back to me. There we go. Okay, my star sign, not that I believe in any of that crap. Is that a calendar? That looks like a calendar. That is not a calendar. That's a calendar. 12th of November. don't know what that is. Anybody wanna help me out on that one? 12th of November. What's that in star sign talk? Is there a crystal I can associate with it? Oh, oh ho 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 ho. Okay, right. That is 12th of November. Scorpio. Hank Scorpio. That is his name. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. My only true four-legged friend. We saw this one earlier. Nikki? Alright. That's close to the best name for a dog. Of course, everyone knows the real answer is Mickey, king of the good boys for always and forever. I C K Y. Why? Why? Password reset to Sunday 45. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for helping out with that and Googling the answers. Oh, the computer froze.
It just froze on me. It is her. It is her. We moved?
Okay.
I don't remember. Because of the accident?
Simmons Street. It's not a great neighborhood. Why would we move there? I guess the cop was right. My ID was old. That wasn't my house. What else did I forget?
There's a phone number. Why don't you call it?
I will. There's no reception. I'll be outside.
Good luck.
Yes?
Cheryl?
No, Dahlia. You want me to find her? Who's calling?
It's her father, Harry Mason. Is she okay?
Harry?
Is she okay?
Who the hell do you think you are?
Sorry? What's the...
Leave me alone!
Now, I'm just gonna save my game real quick because A, didn't do it for a while. B, there is a horrendous game-breaking bug coming up, and I'll explain it when I get there. But first, two kind of interesting points of note. First of all, the ID included Cheryl's middle name. It's listed as Cheryl Heather Mason. Cool little nod to Silent Hill 3 right there. Second, her address included a zip code 49504, which is Michigan. Very specifically, that's Grand Rapids, Michigan. And you will know for sure because we're actually going to go to a Michigan landmark soon, in fact. Alright, you guys can get out of here. Go, 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 go! Well, I mentioned, like, I'm pretty sure that, they just went for, like, generic places in America that could be cold. And, you know, Michigan's pretty cold. But, like, yeah, they went for the wrong place because Silent Hill is supposed to be in Maine, as we mentioned. So, is it you? It's you. This is where I need to go. Okay. And then we go. This is probably the worst way of doing this, by the way. It's just the only way I have ever done it. And, it's just easier, like, for me to... Hi! This is just the way that I remember doing this. Please, please, please. And then I think it's here. And then we follow the giant arrow. How about? And we go into this door over here. Come on, come on, come on. And safe! Okay. We're actually not safe.
Damn it! The door's shut behind you. I guess you're on your own. Show me some balls, okay? They're inside.
Madam,
So just go
please.
find them and get photos. Gonna nail that sleazy bastard, right? I'll try and get the doors open. Get moving.
There is one of the albums... Hello. Prime paparazzi spots. The courtyard, the parking lot, and the locker rooms. Move it! There's one of the albums they put out. I think it's Live from Heaven's Night, which includes part of an address on the back, and it lists Maine as the state name. Yeah, it's just something kind of interesting to notice. Right. Which is the button that I need to use? Is it right? It's right. And then minus. Okay. Okay. Come on. Gotta do this quickly before those things show up again, because I kind of don't want to do that fight again. And then here's part 2. Yeah, there they are. I was kind of worried that you guys haven't spawned in, because they'll do that. On occasion, the monsters will just... will just refuse to appear in this section. This section's real buggy. Drop. Drop. And then we're back on track for where we were before. And we just follow this little route back to the exit. So, the game-breaking bug that happens here is, if you save during this specific section, the puzzle unloads, and you can't do it. And you're just stuck in school. Truly, the worst hell I can think of. But also, you have to start the game again. Because you only get one save file. Or at least one save per save slot, I should say. So watch yourself. Okay. Who's that in the car with Teach? Dirty, he's old enough to be her father. Check this out. Not as innocent as she acts. Hot and soapy for the camera. That one? You don't get points for that one. Oh, look who's showering naked. Everyone! Get out of here with that. You've got to see this. Caught in the act. Look who's getting extra credit. Anyway, that's enough for school. Let's leave.
Harry? I was about to head off. I thought I ought to wait a little longer.
Thanks.
You okay? Any luck with the phone?
Do neither of you want to address what just happened?
I need to go there.
The Simmons Street address? That's the other side of town.
You got a car?
I was planning on getting a ride with John. There's my boss's SUV. Yeah, I'm looking after it while she's on vacation. It's at the club where I work, not far from here. I could give you a lift.
That would be great. Lead the way.
Do you know what, Click? You are
Want my
correct.
jacket? You're going to freeze.
I'm used to running around in a dress. I'm too hot-blooded to feel the cold.
I feel bad. You're sure?
Yeah, keep it. You're the car crash guy. You thinking about your daughter?
Constantly.
I'm sure she's okay.
I can't get my head around it. She was in the back sleeping, then the crash. She was gone.
Your head is still jumbled up, Harry. Just give it a while, okay? You should go see a doctor.
I'll make sure Cheryl is safe, then worry about myself.
See, I'm with you there, Jaded Mew. I don't know if that's a stereotype. Like, oh, them Hispanic women, you know what I mean? But, like, surely not. Surely, let's not think of it like that. It's fine. And yeah, to Click's point, it doesn't feel super like Silent Hill, beyond being set here and based on that story. But it's cool. I still think this is a pretty good game. Jaded Mew has redeemed Show and Tell. Well...
It's not far now. The Balkan is the hottest nightclub in town.
Never heard of it.
Really? It's pretty popular.
You work there, right? What do you do?
I sing. Sometimes I mix drinks. It's a temporary thing while John and I sort things out. He's staying in Massachusetts. He's a lawyer. We need to decide if I'm going to move out there with him.
You want to go to Massachusetts?
Yeah. Well, not Massachusetts so much, but I want to be with John.
And John?
Well, he wants it too. It's just hard. You know, we've been together for 5 years, but we never lived together. Now we're out in the world, living our lives.
See, that's the problem. Don't move across the states
He's probably just lousy
to
at
live
showing
with someone you've never
No
lived with
lawyers.
before. Cohabit, it's
Also
important.
touchy-feely.
Oh, John's not like that. Back in school, he was very passionate.
They say absence makes the heart grow fonder.
You believe that?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, here is the next part of the game, so I'm just going to pause before the cutscene takes over, because, first of all, the Zarkrai, hello, how's it going? Hope we're doing okay. And secondly, the Jaded Mew has redeemed Show and Tell, so I'm going to go and do a bit of Show and Tell, and put the Wii Remote down, because, gosh, that thing weighs heavy after a little while, doesn't it? Where are we? It's you! Today's Show and Tell is... Oh, check it out. It's a 1973 50-pence piece that I received in some change and shouldn't have done, because this is an obsolete coin. English coins have a slightly more, slightly older portrait of the Queen on them, and 50p's are slightly smaller. They got like a shield on the back of them. But this one in particular is pretty cool. A, because I really like the interlinking hands design on the back of it. And B, there is a TV series and storybook series called The Queen's Nose, which is about a magical 50-pence piece that grants wishes if you rub the nose. And the Queen's Nose is very specifically one of these coins. And it was just really, really weird to see this massive coin in my change. And I'm like, yeah, check it out. I'm going to collect that. And I'm going to show it off for my chat. That is today's Show and Tell. Thank you very much, Jaded Mew, for redeeming that. I'm going to go back to the game now. Also, Sky Burns Itself, hello. I am also a massive fan of Silent Hill. Kind of looking forward to the remake of Silent Hill 2 tentatively. But we'll see what that looks like when we get there. I'm going to hydrate, and then we're going to get back to it. Also, yeah, Click mentions this. Most of the English coins team up, and they sort of Voltron together to make a shield. Like a full coat of arms when you put them next to each other. It's great.
Good thing we're closed.
How so?
Not sure they'd let you in with that outfit.
I'm the best dressed writer I know.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm dating a lawyer.
Zing! Zarkarai's stream's going pretty good, except for one point when the Wii Remote just sort of died mid-chase, and I was like, oh no! What do I do?
I need to answer this. The keys are in my room upstairs. Run up and grab them. John, where have you been? I guess I can let you off the hook then. But you're gonna have to make it up to me. Uh-huh.
So, I'll tell you something interesting. The only differences in this game between the PS2, PSP, and Wii versions are cosmetic. Like, this version, the Wii version, looks better than the other two. The only difference aside from that is the Balkan nightclub, where this music doesn't play in the PS2 version, and also the PlayStation versions of the game do not have a second floor. There's this whole area up here that doesn't do anything. It's just modded into the Wii version because they've got a higher poly count. So let's go. Also, this is very much like what happened with Silent Hill 1, you may recall. We did the school section, and from there we went to the Balkan. Ignore the seams on that wall. We went to the Balkan, which was a church in the original game, and it's a nightclub over here. Bored. XO Dahlia. Well, I'm very sorry, Dahlia. I'm doing my best to entertain on this here stream. Okay. So we have two doors. Which door do you think Michelle... which is the door to her room? We got this one or this one. I'm going to go red, because I feel like red dress, red lipstick. This is going to be her room. Does that say anything? You are beautiful. Thank you, door. Hey, check that out. Alright. Now, if I was some keys in a bag.
Don't go prying into my things. Oh, nobody. Just some guy I met.
Alright, not in there. Behind the curtains? No? Okay. Maybe in a jewelry box. Hey, check it out. There they are. If I can pick it up. There we go. And now, dressing room. Ah, okay, cool. Why would that sign be on the inside of the door? I don't know. But yeah, you're right, oh Wales, what a kind door.
I got the keys.
I just need to finish my drink. Take a seat. Need something to warm me up in this weather.
Whoop, hi.
Things go okay with John?
Yeah, he's gonna come meet me here once I've dropped you off.
That's actually pretty cool. I see my reflection back there. Look at that.
Oh, I should have offered you a drink.
No, it's fine. I'm confused enough as it is. I just want to get going, put today behind me.
Hey, everything's gonna be fine, you know? We'll be there soon, and then you can see your wife and daughter and...
Wife?
You're married, aren't you? You're wearing a ring. You okay?
No, I'm a bit lightheaded. Gotta go clear my head.
Good luck doing that while you're wearing glasses, by the way. Also, you are not Silent Hill 2. You stop that game. Stop that right now.
Michelle?
Who the hell is Michelle? Just practicing my signature. We ready to go?
Where's Michelle?
Funny. Come on, let's get going.
I'm going to drive. You, Mr. Harry, are way over the limit.
Stop. This is out of control. I came in here with a girl called Michelle. She was going to drive me to Simmons Street. Who are you?
Are you on something? I'm Dahlia. Hottest piece of ass you'll ever see in this town. You are Harry Mason. Generally, a fun guy to be with. What are you wearing these for? Stop being a dick and let's get going. We'll get to Simmons Street and see Cheryl.
Cheryl?
Your daughter? Oh, come on, you're not that wasted. That's why we're in this lousy club, to get the SUV so we can drive up to Simmons Street.
That's right, but...
It's just... no more craziness. You're freaking me out.
Click makes a good point. Like, as a series, Silent Hill's pretty weird and scary. This one is pretty weird and scary, but in a different way. Like, the horror of not knowing stuff. I think that's pretty cool in and of its own self.
Nobody out to play? I thought people liked the snow. Signals are down. We make a pretty sorry pair, huh?
What?
We're always so wasted. I'm pretty and you're vacant. You think we'd like each other if we ever met sober?
I am sober.
That would explain you weirding me out. I don't think I am.
You're not getting it. I don't know who you are. Maybe it was the car accident. I don't know. But you're acting like we know each other, and I've never seen you before in my life.
Seriously? You are screwed up.
It's scary. I feel like I remember everything. But there's you, my daughter, things that don't fit. And I think I'm seeing things.
Do you like what you see?
Sorry?
If I'm a stranger to you, what kind? You think I'm hot?
You're young.
Oh boy, Harry. You're really messed up.
A little creepy looking, that's what she is. Especially when she starts smiling like that. No, thank you.
Shit, the bridge is up.
What can we do?
Run up to the control room. See if you can get it moving.
Okay.
Look, don't flip out on me. No forgetting what you're doing and wandering off.
Hey, I got it.
I'll be waiting. Jesus.
So, I mentioned we're gonna go to, like, a Michigan, site. This is it! The Grand Central Control Room. No. This is the 6th Street Bridge. Like, just directly, that is the 6th Street Bridge. And it's... So yeah, there are a couple of clues that give out, or give away where this game is set. And it's location data like that. 555 3 4 1 1. How do I operate this crazy device?
Oh, Jesus. What the hell time?
Mr. Capra?
I was asking. I was sleeping.
I'm sorry. This is an emergency. I need to get across the bridge. I was in an accident and my daughter needs my help.
Whoa, I got half of that. It sounds like you need my help. Look, just a second. Damn it. Okay, Mr.
Harry Mason.
All right, Harry. I'll tell you how to operate the controls. First, you need to put... But...
Mr. Capra.
Are you getting this? Then you...
The main giveaway is one that we saw a short while ago before Sky Burns itself, before you commented, where you look up a student record and it has checks notes 49503, I believe, as the zip code that is listed. So like, oh, that's what that is. So and like there's Michigan plates on the walls, and I don't know, I thought it was cool. Okay, I don't know. Just gonna wait. Okay.
You sleeping up there? Let's get moving.
Okay.
Is that a notepad and pen? It is, but not what I thought it was. I thought that was like a save point from the first game. Anyway.
Yeah, Mr. Mason? I guess we got cut off and I can't seem to get through on your phone. Listen, to lower the bridge, here's what you do. First you push the start button. A colored light will come on. If it's blue, move the center lever. Now if it's red, move the left lever. If it's green, don't do anything, just wait. And if the yellow light comes on, move the right lever. You just gotta keep doing this until the bridge engages, okay? Best of luck, Mr. Mason.
So yes, we are trying to find Cheryl in this one. We're trying to find where on earth she's gone, but also like what's going on with us, because Harry's just not feeling it right about now. Yellow is the right lever. Blue was the middle one. Red was that one. Green is wait. Also, I feel like... Oh, do you hear that? The alarm for this bridge is using the GoldenEye alarm sound. And it works, actually, because Akira Yamaoka and the sound design team, they use a lot of like oppressive grinding sounds in the music, so you just instinctively know that something is coming.
Let's go.
Level with me, Harry. This a joke. You putting me on?
No, I told you.
Because if you got a problem with me, but you're too chicken shit to come out and say it, it's low. It's pathetic. Have some self-respect.
I'm not making this up. I'm not. Just drive.
Skyburns itself, no. Silent Hill is supposed to be anywhere USA. Like it's just some quiet little resort town.
No, it's not okay. I think you're full of shit.
Dahlia, listen.
I'm not gonna sit here and have you screw around with me. I don't need the hassle. Harry?
Dahlia!
It's just this one happens to be a little different. Silent Sync has redeemed a compliment, and your compliment is, I admire how musically gifted you are, because I've seen you perform, and I have seen you sing as well, and I always just sit there like head in my hands going, oh, look at Silent Singer, she was real good at that. Jaded Mew is incredibly insightful. Whether they have played the thing or not, they're generally on point with advice on how to proceed. And that's really good. This isn't good. And Empirical Woodlands, very well educated and able to just talk about interesting topics. When we did the mic check for the open mic night on my birthday, I was like, just say a few things. And I got a pretty cool 5-minute lecture on like Viking graffiti and the history of humans writing their name on stuff. It's pretty great. 2, 3, 4 and Origins, pretty good selection. I have done, of those, I have done 3 on, like Silent Hill 3, on stream. So that's backed up. Hi. Okay, so here's the secret. if you're ever trapped in a car underwater, what you do is you roll down the windows, take a deep breath, and when the car is full, then you open the door. Like, you can't open the door like this. Outside pressure is way too hard compared to what is inside. Oh, hey, it's my torch. That's... Hi! That's not helpful at all. Help? I will... Oh, it will be over soon. Oh no. Oh no. Help? Okay, here's the solution to the puzzle. You do that until you hear "You're Always on My Mind." That will melt the ice. Then you open the door. And there you go. And that will allow you to swim for the surface. Also, you are gonna lurk. Absolutely fine. Thank you very much for checking in. Thank you for the lurk. Probably see you at some point tonight. Because, hey, can we get a shout out for Sky Burns itself? Because she's pretty good. Tends to do a lot of, like, team streams. Her and 2 to 3, 4 others doing, like, Dead by Daylight or Warzone. And they're fairly new at this, so, like, let's get that community going. Also, friend of Katie, and friends of Katie are friends of us. So, there you go. Now you know.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm just amazed at how many car accidents Harry has walked away from at this point. That is improbable.
Nasty.
Oh, hi.
But inevitable.
Whoop.
Everyone is going to die. Even if
You can tell when I look away from the screen because the remote just goes.
You could die tonight in your sleep. Why doesn't that terrify you?
Kinda does, Kaufman.
How would you like to die? No, wait. Let me guess. You'd want to die surrounded by family. It's academic, really, as we're only truly conscious of death when it happens to others. Yet to my age, you'll have seen plenty of people die. There 1 minute, then gone. Okay, game time. There are 7 pictures of people on the table. Your job is to tell me who is dead and who is merely sleeping. Divide them up. Left, dead. Right, sleeping.
Okay, let's, not entirely sure on the purpose of this exercise, but let's take a look at it. You are asleep in front of the TV. You are also asleep in front of the TV. I feel like that guy's dead. You too, for some reason. You definitely are. Oh, hang on. I think you appear to be asleep.
Done?
I'm done.
It's just an exercise. There's no right answer. Actually, they were all dead. Let's get back to it.
Dahlia.
I mean, yes, fine. Oh, Wells, you make a good point.
She drowned.
Another crash? This is a different girl?
You must have seen the bridge. We went right off the side.
Harry, the bridge has been closed since the storm started. You swam. You could have died of hypothermia.
My clothes.
You were soaked to the skin. I grabbed what I could find here. We need to talk. When I was at the station, I pulled the file on Harry Mason.
Anyway, so here's a question for you. Why do we have to wheel the wheelchair around? I would get up and run. Answer, we need to be on rails for this part of the game. Because otherwise we just screw around and then not end up where we need it to be. This is better in the PlayStation version. You just mash the X button. That was dumb, Harry. What was that? Do I have time to do this? I do. So check it out. There is just a train running through this building. What the hell is that? Shouldn't have done that. Here they come. Okay. Do that. Do that. Okay. I think I got my notes for this one, and I think I'm gonna be set. So yeah, what is happening in this game? Do we have any thoughts? Are we gonna find Cheryl at the end of all of this? You'd hope so. That's kind of the point of what we're going for here. Also, I really like this particular Nightmare music. It's just like the very slow industrial drum loop. Yes! Oh, that's not good. Coming through. Hi. Do you mind? I'm flailing wildly. This thing doesn't want to go. Well, that's good. This is a demo. This is what happens when you get caught. What a bizarre set of behaviors. Pull out the GPS with the left on the control stick thing and look for the waypoint that marks the exit. As you run, you will leave a faint trail, which you can help to find your way. Don't need it. I've got my notes. I think I know what way I'm going. I just need to go there and not get ambushed on the way. I hope you liked the demo. I'm very glad that flare has respawned, because now I get to grab that again. So, I talked about how, at the very top of the stream, I talked about some of the cool technical stuff that they do in this game. That is one of the best technical things that they do in this game. When the monsters show up, they do, what is effectively a dolly zoom. And do you have any idea how hard it is to just seamlessly do that in video games? It's not easy, but they found a way. And, like, yes, actually. Fair play to you. Oh, really? Hang on. Recenter you. Recenter you. Well, maybe this isn't the right way. Maybe we're caught again. Well, that's fine. Controller. Do you see what I mean? Like, it doesn't like... It doesn't seem to like the nightmare sections very much. The rest of the game, when you're just exploring Silent Hill and going about the place, that's fine. This? Look, it keeps losing signal. Why do you keep losing signal? What's going on? Not gonna lie, chat, that is somewhat souring my experience of this game. Like, this is a really good game. I like it. When work. When not work. What happened? And this is why, again, I will hype up the PS2 version, because you just tap buttons to get rid of those guys. It's way easier. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going this way. I'm going this way because I'm pretty sure that other way was the wrong way anyway. Right. Up onto a platform. When get chance, double back left. Game. When get chance, replace controller on game. You know, I'm starting to see why it is that people tend not to play these games with original hardware. Because problems, man. Also, to take the line that always comes up when my friends talk about this, who's got 2 thumbs and is a Hufflepuff? I'm a Hufflepuff. Pretty sure that's the exit. That's the exit! Alright. Stay there, Flair. I don't need you. Yes, it is. Alright, everything is fine. Oh man, I feel awful. What did we do last night? Where the hell did I leave Christina's SUV? Also, first time.
Yeah, they say she'll be fine. She's young. It'll heal easy. She's fine. She liked the bear and the chocolates. Huh? It's hardly spoiling her.
And the song.
And the song, sweetie. I got the DJ to play her a song on the radio. Yeah, well, I'll be here for another half hour till visiting time is up.
Radio? What's going on with that radio? Actually, I think the answer to the solution, the answer to the puzzle is over here. Nope, just tune in on the radio, I guess. Okay, well, let's find ourselves a radio station.
Top 10 list. Keep listening. Alchemilla. Healing through music. Alchemilla Radio. You're listening to Alchemilla Radio.
555881. And then the number of the tune you want to hear from the list. Alright, let's take a look at this list. Which appears to have been designed in micrographics draw, because I know the exact setting they used for this. What are we going to listen to? We are going to listen to this one over here. I kind of feel like Daddy's Girl is probably the one we're going to listen to. So, there you go. 5558814.
list. Keep listening. Alchemilla. Healing through
There we go.
music. Alchemilla Radio. You're listening to Alchemilla Radio. It's kind of quiet tonight. If you want to hear a tune, just call 555-881.
Thanks for calling Alchemilla Radio. Your request has been selected for broadcast. Get well soon.
Top 10 list. Keep listening. Alchemilla. Healing through music. Alchemilla Radio. You're listening to...
Yes. There we go.
Daddy's Girl.
I'm pretty sure if you go for any of the other numbers, you just don't get through.
Apparently, she's gonna be okay. Thank God.
Oh, I do declare.
He's spoiling her rotten, you know. She's gonna get fat, sitting in bed all day eating chocolates. He's trying to make me feel bad.
Also, you want to talk about problems with the Wii Remote. These phone calls are supposed to be coming through the Wii Remote speaker. And there is a way to force them through the TV screen, which I'm doing. But, like, by golly, imagine having to listen to all of this dialogue through the little tinny speaker. Where is the exit? Here is the exit. It's... Oh, damn.
Open. Come on. God, please open.
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf?
You're not from the hospital.
No.
I had an accident.
That yours?
No. Yes. I'm not making any sense, am I?
It's okay. Let's get you inside. You need help.
I want to go home. I have medicine and gauze there. I'm a nurse. It's a few blocks north. I just need to rest.
Well, I'm headed that way. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. Don't worry. Head wounds always bleed a lot. Lots of blood vessels close to the surface. It's nothing serious. I can clean up back at my place.
Lisa. I'm Harry.
Harry Houdini. Sorry. I'm always saying goofy things that come into my head.
Weird cosmetic thing.
My apartment isn't far.
On
We've got the wind behind us.
PS2 version,
Freezing wind.
it has her full name on her ID tag.
I'm too tired to feel it. You know the average
This version just says
nurse gets
Lisa on
less
it.
than 5 hours sleep a night. I read that in a newsletter.
Ronald Reagan ran the country on 5 hours of sleep a night. I saw that on TV.
Yeah, but he got to sit down a lot. A nurse is on her feet all day and night. I don't need a man in my life. I need a really good podiatrist. What is it you do, Harry?
I'm not a podiatrist.
Figures.
I'm a writer.
Wow. I didn't know Silent Hill had a famous writer.
Hardly famous.
Have I heard of any of your books? My mom reads a lot. Bet she's read one.
Maybe. I wrote a romance series called Longing for the Moon. That was popular with moms.
Romance?
My agent tells me I have great insight into the female imagination.
You could put me in one of your books. Life and death drama in the ER. One girl's search for love.
Nurse falls for the dashing doctor?
There are no dashing doctors. They're all alcoholics and perspire too much. I always fall for the guys who look like my dad, and then regret it the next day.
Cute.
If you were a real writer, you'd be taking notes. Don't you all carry notebooks to write everything down?
Not me. I've got a photographic memory.
You make a good point, Mew. I've got Alan Wake. That's on the to-do list.
You still feeling okay?
Yeah. Fine. So tell me about your daughter.
Cheryl? She's young, bright, happy. Likes collecting stuff, bits and pieces, bugs. She loves bugs.
Bugs? Like dirty, creepy bugs?
No, butterflies, pretty bugs. She has a collection.
Dead ones?
Yeah?
Still creepy.
Not really. You seem to see the creepy in everything. Is that a nurse thing or just you?
Definitely a nurse thing. We have a unique outlook on life.
Whatever happened to bedside manner?
We still got that. For a special...
Anyways, here we are. Forget that conversation tree.
My apartment is just around the corner. Used to belong to the super. It's a lot bigger than the others, but I only pay standard rent. The landlord has a thing for nurses.
Most men have a thing for nurses.
Grab a seat. I'm just gonna get out of these things.
Until you date one.
You're not
And then
running
she
off
comes
yet.
home and you're like, I don't know if that's your blood or not, and I don't know which I would prefer for the answer to be.
Come on, sit.
And then it doesn't end well. You know, since we're doing the therapy thing.
Watch some TV if you want. I won't be long.
Okay. Drift. You better drift, remote. There we go. Alright, let's watch some TV.
You know, last time I had a guy in my apartment, it was summer.
So Lisa mentions like head wounds, bleeding a lot, and goodness yes, there is a wrestling match. It is JBL versus Eddie Guerrero, a Judgment Day 2004, and JBL punches all of Guerrero's blood out of his body. All of it. I'm amazed they finished the fight. It's obscene. Head wounds will do that.
You're a nice guy, Harry.
Thanks.
I feel safe around you.
You okay?
Headache. Be a hero. Fetch me some pills from the bathroom. Check the cabinet. Get me some yellow ones.
Sure.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Note to self, yellow. Note to self. Better equipment. Look at Harry's spin. Fun thing, actually, the first time I had, like, copyright issues on my YouTube channel was in relation to this painting, where a copyright troll, Quiz Group Media, decided they were going to claim my video as one of theirs based on that painting, and they were like, oh yes, we made that. And it's one of the things that led me to like deleting my original playthrough of that series, because everything went wrong with it. Kind of like how everything is going wrong now. Yellow! And then the controller bugs out, and I have to pick blue. And then I cry. Seriously, what are you doing, remote? Please. Yellow. Okay. And also... nurses were never a thing for you as you have too many in the family. That's fair. My experience just sort of came along later. Infinite jest. Cute. Mine just sort of happened to come along later, and that's what that was. So, Mew, what you can do, not in this version, because you need to do, like, tilt controls in this one. In the PS2 version, what you can do is, like, balance the pills on top of one another, because you have to rotate the bottles with the, L1 and R1 buttons. And in doing so, yeah, like I say, you just pop the pills out on top of one another and balance them perfectly. It's kind of ridiculous how easy it is to do. Also, there is a massive bug in this section where Lisa comes out of the bedroom and stands next to a version of herself, and the game just hangs. It's terrifying.
Perk of the healthcare profession. It's not just coffee that keeps us going 24/7. Okay, I'm going to sleep now. You let yourself out.
You feel guilty about everything. When we all lived in huts and wore furs, we
Oh,
worried
I'm so
over the
happy it's
simple
this bit.
things. Food, water, whether animals would come and eat us in the night. Now we have supermarkets, bottled water, and 38 caliber home security. So what keeps us awake at night? More often than not, guilt. If only I had acted differently. If only I hadn't said that. If only I'd said something. You beat yourself up with your past. Don't blame yourself. Blame the world. Blame God. Blame me. Okay, this is my favorite. Let me introduce some friends of mine. This is King Harold. His daughter, the chaste Celestine. A prince called Wilhelm. And a bull. He doesn't have a name. Prince Wilhelm is passionately in love with Celestine, but she does not love him. One day, Wilhelm comes to the king and asks for Celestine's hand in marriage. Celestine begs the king not to marry her to Wilhelm, but the king ignores her pleas. Royal protocol means he must say yes to the match. They are married, and Wilhelm takes Celestine back with him to his kingdom. That night, he attempts to consummate the marriage, but the distraught Celestine flees. She runs from the safety of the castle and across a field, ignoring the sign which warns of danger. In that field is a bull, who, seeing the girl, charges her. She falls under his hooves and is killed instantly. What I want you to do is line the players up according to how guilty they are of Celestine's death. Whose fault was it? At the left, most culpable. To the right, most innocent. You want to hear that again?
I'm good, right? The guilt test, is my favorite part of this game. Because everyone will have a different answer, and everyone will have a different reason for their different answer, and everyone is right. It's great. Also, can I do it in this version? No. Alright. In the PS2 version, if you do that, they will just sit and like spin on their edge just forever. It's great. So here's how we're going to do this. Here is my answer to the guilt test over here. So, on the right, the least guilty. You guys can go over there. On the right, least guilty is the bull. Because, yes, it is true that the bull physically did kill Celestine, but it didn't choose to do that. Like, it didn't act with any forethought or malice. It's an animal reacting to a stimulus, and it just happened to do damage. And I don't think you could blame the bull for that any more than you could blame like the car in a crash or a knife in a stabbing. Yes, those things did the damage, or ended a life in this instance, but they didn't do it, if you follow me. So the bull goes over there. And then next to the bull... Oh no, everything's falling apart. Bull goes there. There we go. Next one is Celestine. And this is why I'm glad that Kaufman talked about culpability and not fault or blame. Because those things imply that someone has done something wrong. And I don't think that Celestine has. She's just a character in this story who happens to have had a bad run of it. And yes, you could argue that she could have made different decisions that would have perhaps kept her alive. Maybe she should have run left instead of right. Maybe she shouldn't have run at all. And technically you're right, but that sounds a lot like victim blaming, and I haven't got time for that. And she wouldn't be in this position if these two had just stopped dicking around and hadn't put her in that position to begin with. So she goes over there. Now, is he going to do it? Yeah, King Harold amiibo. You'll love to see it. Now, this is the tricky part for me. I kind of go back and forth on where these two should go, because each of them has something that they could have done differently, or perhaps should have done differently, that would have changed the story and potentially kept Celestine alive. So, the king, for example. Royal protocol dictates that he must say yes, but you're a medieval king, you answer to no one. Change protocol. Like Henry VIII, he once set up a new strain of Catholicism because he didn't want to talk to the Pope. Like, you can just do that. But this king didn't. And as such, he is partially to blame for Celestine's death. But you've also got Wilhelm. And I might be reading a little too much into this, but this is a game about psychological evaluations, so I'm allowed to do that. Come with me on this wondrous journey. I think he asked the king because he knows that Celestine will say no. And you could argue that maybe she already has. Because generally, you ask the person you're going to marry, not their parents. I mean, you might mention, like, here are my intentions with your daughter, but you ask her, not him. He's asking Dad because Mom said no, if you want to look at it that way. And if Wilhelm loved Celestine, like, actually and truly loved her, he would accept that sometimes the best thing to do in a relationship is to end it. Or not even start it. Just amicably separate, remain as friends, because otherwise you're just gonna, like in this case, you're just trapped in a loveless relationship and marriage, and that's dreadful. But he didn't do that. He took direct action against Celestine, effectively, and it resulted in her death. So because of that, I'm going to put the king next in line, and then Wilhelm over here is the most culpable, because he is the one who took action, and then these three just reacted to his action, and that's how I'm going to apportion blame in this instance. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk.
Done? Poor Wilhelm. You think if he really loved her, he would never have forced the marriage.
BAM!
I find the best cure for guilt is to never get caught in the first place. Let's continue.
Kind of ironic you would say let's continue, Kaufman, because what I'm actually going to do is stop. We're going to save the game, and we're going to save it again, because I am massively paranoid that this has not taken, and like, I can't play back here and get the same gameplay session, because there's so much stuff that this game looks for and does, and it will come up with, like, something different if I get here next time. And that's really, really wild to me. Anyway, here's my end screen. Allow me to pause that. There you go. Was that me throwing the remote down? Yes. Whomst do we go and raid today? Let's go find out. Message from Duolingo? Get out of it. Oh, damn, we're gonna go raid Soup. Soup is playing Doom, which is like the opposite of what this is. This is blue and slow and contemplative, and that is orange and... So, let's go raid them. Reminds me of the Mark Kermode movie review of Mad Max Fury Road, where he said that the movie is very... you know? And his mate was like, Mark, that's not a word. I know it's not a word, but that's what the movie is. And I think he got his point across. Anyway, let's go raid Soup. Tomorrow, we're going to play Pandora's Tower. We've shuffled my timetable over a little bit because I'm working late Thursday, no stream then. So come back tomorrow for some of that. Hufflepuff forever, you're right. And until next time, goodbye.